Don't resist it.
Huh?
The more you resist, the more it will control you. You cannot fight it, trust me. You must become one with it, understand?
Huh?
What if I told you that this very deep and important line from Ryuga is actually incorrectly translated from the original, or at best extremely liberally? So then, what did he actually say? This video assumes you're already well versed in the story of the Dark Power. If you're not, check out this other video from me, which covers all about it. That being said, let's get into it.
抗うな。抗えば抗うほど奴はそこにつけ入る。お前も一度染まってしまえ。
This is a rough overview of the Japanese sentence, without getting into more specific nuances. As you can see, it doesn't make too much sense. Literally, it would mean something like give in to it once too. But what would that really mean? Originally, I translated it as you must give in to it once, because I didn't understand the line, but I thought that the direct and literal translation would probably be the safest bet. I was wrong. After asking Yuria, who has way more experience and knowledge about Japanese than me, she thought more so that Ryuga was implying Tsubasa should give in to it at some point, basically that he should try something new and change his ways, accenting more so the act of giving in to it rather than the time. She did note that this does not necessarily fit the dictionary meaning of the words, but that these are the vibes she got from the sentence. Her suggestion was to translate it as do what I did and give in to it at some point. At this point, I thought neither mine nor her translation really seemed to fit, and I could not wrap my head around what Ryuga was trying to say. However, there was one thing I was certain about. Whatever he was trying to say, it was in an effort to help Tsubasa overcome the Dark Power. And so I thought about it and came up with a translation that, in my opinion, covered every single interpretation. To overcome it like I did, give in to it. Whatever the interpretation, the sentence fit. If the interpretation is to give in to the Dark Power once for a limited time in order to understand it and then learn how to take back control, it fits because the sentence clearly implies that the action should not last forever, as the goal is to overcome the Dark Power. If what Ryuga means is to try giving in to it at some point, because what Tsubasa's been doing until now clearly is not working, I think that still fits. The only thing that possibly clashes with that explanation is that Ryuga could maybe mean to do it now instead of at some point, but I think the context of the episode makes it clear that is not the case. This translation fit what Ryuga said and any other explanation I could think of. If you have another interpretation of your own though, feel free to let me know in the comments and we can talk about it. This is easily one of the most complex and difficult episodes to understand, and discovering the Japanese dialogue, I'm learning even more about it. While I don't think the English version is necessarily bad, I personally think its translation is a bit too liberal, because become one with it at a first glance implies Tsubasa should let himself be consumed by the Dark Power and become evil as well, which is not the case. The goal is to make Tsubasa overcome its darkness through his own good in order to turn the Dark Power back into its original form. Because evil energy comes from corruption, it's not originally like that. Thanks to Ryuga's help, Tsubasa succeeded and everything was okay afterwards. As you can see, one-to-one translation doesn't always work from Japanese to English. Words have many meanings and nuance that you have to analyze, meaning you can't just always go with the most literal translation. And I think me and Yuria did an amazing job analyzing this, so a huge shout out to her. Thank you for watching, and if there's anything more that you want to analyze, or if you have any theories or questions about anything, let me know in the comments and subscribe for more Beyblade analysis. See ya and have an amazing Beyblade filled day.